If you're out there, hello! We're just seeing if anybody's going to show up. I did this very last minute, so I don't know if anyone's going to be here or if anyone is here, but if you are here, hello. We'll get started in a minute. Go get some poppycorn. Go get a glass of water. Go get a beer. Ayo, what up, punch-ass pilot? We're gonna be gunning in the heavens tonight. A little bit of FTL. Thanks for joining. I didn't even know if I'd have time or the willpower to do this tonight. But if any of you show up to watch me do the Pew Pew Pixel game, it'll be worth it. Pew pew, baby. Figure we do a pew pew for a few. We'll see if we get sick of FTL. We'll see how far we get. Maybe play some Vampire Survivor. Carly and Kellen are streaming at 7:30. If we make it that far, we'll raid them. It'll be glorious. A glorious use of modern technology to delight and entertain. Go. It's about to happen. Uh-oh. The man has his own song. Thanks to our buddy Holden. If anybody's gonna have a theme song, why is it me? Why do I have a theme song? That's just silly. Dude, so I saw Malachi. Sorry if I'm butchering that. No, you got Malachi's name correct perfectly in the insurance commercial. And was, oh, hell yeah, in his Progressive commercial. Hell yeah. It was really funny. We were recording one day right after he auditioned for that, and he wouldn't even tell me and John what he had gone for because he was like, I think I might have got this thing, but if I just can't fuck it up. So I have to just play it by the books. But then, yeah, he got it. It's nuts, man. That's actually one of the reasons he cut his hair was because he had to for that commercial. I hope I'm not telling too many personal details about Malachi's life, but yeah, he's doing it. He's out there working it. He's working. He's a working performer. Yeah, unlike me and John. But you know, he's been working at it, and me and John haven't. Yeah, it is. It's nice. It's nice when your friends get a commercial because that's like work for the year, you know. And even if it's a good commercial, that's work for a while. So yeah, we're very happy for him. We're hoping it's one of many things. What's up, hey Reeves? How's Sam? This is partially a Sam celebration stream because we had our check with the neurologist today because my cat has a neurologist now. Sam is fucking kicking ass, as it turns out. It's crazy, man. I thought this was it for this cat. He's 14 years old. He's a little tiny Timish. He's got a lot of comorbidities going on. And, you know, he had a full-on stroke and couldn't move his front paws or his head for like 2 weeks. And I was really just like, how is this ever going to change? And then slowly but surely, he has been just getting better. Every day he does like some little thing that he wasn't able to do the day before. And now he doesn't need me hovering over him every second. He's getting up. He's kind of hobbling around. He can use the litter box. He can get around just fine. He was playing with a toy today when we got back from the vet. It's really mind-blowing how this cat has been doing. For anyone out there who maybe is listening to me rant about this and doesn't know, our cat Sam had a stroke 5 weeks ago tonight, right after my last stream that I was able to do, because then for 5 weeks thereafter, I turned into a full-time cat nurse. And I was sleeping on the couch next to him and changing him at night like he was a baby.
Fantastic.
Who's that?
Fantastic.
Reeve, you are fantastic. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. And hopefully that subscription will actually bear some fruit now that, speaking of my buddy Sam, now that he doesn't need me hovering over him every second, I can maybe do some streams and stuff now because he's sleeping peacefully in his giant, comfy new cat bed that I bought for him. And I can play some video games for a couple of hours. So hell yeah, thank you for that sub. Let's play some FTL. I'm going to kick it off with some FTL. I was like, I'm going to play some FTL, and then I was like, why don't I stream it instead of just playing it? I also see if anybody wants to hang out and watch. So here we go. Does this work? Got this. And now you see game. There we go. Okay, cool. Hell yeah. So I've been getting heavy back into this game since I have had plenty of time for video games, considering I've been tethered to my living room for the last 5 weeks. Wayward Weasel, glad Sam is okay. I am too. Thank you so much. Actually, it's kind of cool how many people just on the internet and from the stream specifically showed up and had goodwill for Sam the cat. It's just nice to know there's people out there pulling for him, and, you know, I don't know if thoughts and prayers actually do anything, but they don't do nothing. They don't hurt, right? I don't know. But anyway, I've been playing a lot of this game, and I unlocked a lot of ships. They don't do any less. Yeah, exactly. I figure they're not like hurting, right? I'm not that much of a cynic. And I've beaten this game on normal mode. Pretty much every one of these, the A layout of every one of these ships except for this ship here. I think we're going to play with that one tonight because this is a really hard one to win with. But I've been getting some W's under my belt in this game recently, which is hard to do because this game is made to kill you. If anybody doesn't know this game, it is absolutely delightful. It's called FTL. It is a indie game that was made by like a very small team of possibly only 2 people, I think. And they made another game called Into the Breach, which is phenomenal, and we will play that on stream someday for sure. I've played it a lot on Switch. I never played it on PC, but I love small studio indie games, and this is just the best of the best, in my opinion. I've played so much of this game, and I can play it forever. Love it. So yeah, hell yeah, Punch S Pilot. Definitely just a way to say I empathize. Yeah, for sure. You know, it's some people get pretty cynical about spirituality or praying or directed focus or anything like that, but if there's a bunch of people out there sending good vibes towards my cat, I don't think that's going to be a net negative. There's no way that that's going to turn into a bad thing, so I do appreciate all the vibes. Alright, so the thing that makes this ship hard to win with is the fact that it has missiles, which you have a limited number of. And that's all you can attack with until you pick up another weapon. So it's basically dependent on you getting a drop of a good weapon really early on, or you'll never win. And that's why I haven't won with this one yet. Alright, let's get our exit strategy here. Probably gonna have to bounce out through this nebula. So let's dance around this store and try to get some money first. Oh no, then we can go over straight from there. Perfect. And away we go, on to our inevitable deaths. Hey, if there's anybody out there listening today, speaking of, you know, coming out of hibernation, sick cat hibernation, managed to put out the first episode, a new episode of the podcast Versus today, for the first time in many weeks. Please go listen to it at versuspod, versuspod.com. I was pretty happy with this week's episode, and I stayed up till 2:30 in the morning to finish it. I'm going to give these guys fuel. Alright. I don't know if we need to read all the text that they give you is adorable and fun, but I basically have it all memorized at this point, so I really shouldn't have. Well, no, I'm not going to pay this guy off. These green shields are overshields, and it sucks to have to take these off with the missiles, because we're just going to be spending missiles trying to take his shields down. Bad start. Let's hope this next one hits. Wow. Got our oxygen too. These guys are in no rush. These guys are giant rock monsters. Yeah, we're going to take their bribe so I don't end up wasting all my missiles. And so we can get our oxygen back online. So in between the fights in this game, you have to go repair your little systems, get your guys into their different rooms. They took our shields down too. We got to repair that before we head off. I'll send this guy to the med bay to heal up for a minute. And these biddies home. We're ready to roll. Pretty bad first start. Well, it wasn't. Actually, could have been much worse. I didn't get damaged that much. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can take this guy down. Trying to get in as many fights as you can early in the game, because the fights get exponentially harder and harder as you go to the different sectors, so kind of picking a lot of early fights is definitely the way to go. It's a miss. And that's a bad miss. Alright, that one was good. One more hit and we're done. Got our oxygen again, though. These fuckers want to suffocate me. Okay, that's nice. So we just picked up a little weapon there. This thing's decent, but we're going to need something to go with it, or it's going to be just as useless as these missiles. There's missile weapons, there's like beam weapons, which are like directed laser beams, and then there's pew-pew laser weapons. You really need some laser weapons in this game. So they all do different things. Yeah, let's pick a fight with this guy too. And go for his weapons first. And then if you don't know what's going on, these are their weapons, piloting, shields, engines, drone control. So I just took out his weapons, which took his weapons offline. How did that just happen? Oh, he started a fire. So then you kind of just focus your fire on these different rooms, depending on what you want to try to affect on the other ship. What I'm doing right now is opening the airlocks to allow the vacuum of space to extinguish these fires in my medbay. Let's shoot some more missiles at this guy and try to take out his engines, because that'll mean he dodges less. Perfect. Perfect. I can even send these guys to repair. I'm not worried about this fight. That's a dead man. Alright. Repair this med bay and we'll get the heck out of here. Looks like we got some information about the map from that too. Definitely don't want to jump there. I'm going to miss this store. I totally forgot about that store. Oh well. It's a little early for a store anyway. We don't want to go to this nebula because it's all fakakta. The nebula here will... yeah, there's a whole ion storm or something going on there. So this says intruders on board. They're in my shield room. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send everybody to the med bay, power it up, and then I'm going to let all the air out of the ship except for in the med bay. And that's going to force these guys to come fight me in the med bay. Here they are. Losers. And now my guys, who are also giant rock men who would kick these guys' asses anyway, are going to slowly heal with time as the fight goes on. And I will not lose. It is only a matter of time. Oh, so it's Among Us? Which game? What's Among Us? Punch-ass pilot. Oh, I gotta send these guys to go fix my shields. Oh, the airlock? You're talking about the airlock stuff? I mean, you know, airlock's canon, man. You gotta have an airlock if you're gonna be in space. I'm talking about air and stuff. It kind of looks like... yeah, it's one of those indie pixel games. It's just great. I love a great low-tech indie pixel game. Alright, so we killed those guys in the medbay, fixed our shields. Wait, hold on. I'm going to power my engines back up because I took some power out of the engines. That's what this game... I think we've also... Me and Angie have been watching Star Trek, and I think that's what really has been compelling me to want to be a space captain again, because, you know, just want to be in space. I was born in the wrong century. Just want to pilot a spaceship. It's my ideal job. Alright, good hit on that. This missile does more damage if you aim at an empty room. I'm not going to let these guys surrender. I'm about to handily murder them and their whole spaceship. Goodbye. Shouldn't have fought me, kid. Alright. How much time can I spend? You also have to kind of spend as much time as you can in each sector. Try to milk it. And this is a rebel fleet that's chasing you the whole time. And if you get caught up in this, like if I were to jump here, the rebel fleet would be there and they would probably kill me. They're like extremely OP, and pretty much all there is to do is run from them. So you're constantly in each sector trying to bounce around, spend as much time as you can in each sector, and because that's how you get stuff to level your ship up, but you're also being chased out by these rebels. Board the station. I think this one is risky. I think if I board the station, I could lose a crew member. So I'm just going to play it easy and take the number 2 easy route, because we're almost out of this sector anyway. I cannot lose crew. Wayward Weasel says, I missed Star Trek and I'm salty. It got moved to Paramount. I know, we had to subscribe to some whole-ass new thing just to watch The Next Generation. But Angie's really loving it. I've watched it definitely more than once. Last time was many, many years ago. But Angie's never seen it before, and she's really enjoying it, which I'm happy about because, you know, I didn't know if it was going to hold up. Since we just picked up a refugee ship. Yeah, let's hail them. Trade missiles for drones. We can definitely not do that, nor does it make sense. So now we're at this exit beacon. We should go to the next whole entire sector. So we see another map here. The green ones, I think, tend to be friendlier locations, but and the red ones are enemies, and purples are nebulas. So I try to usually plot the most greens. I think we're going to take this line out, assuming we get that far. Ever read any C.J. Cherin? Hopefully I'm not butchering that name. Some good hard sci-fi. No, I have not. I should check that person out, although I was just telling Kellen and our other friend Kep that I full-time book editor these days. I mean, I have been for a long time, but the nature of the work I'm doing I have no appetite for reading for pleasure anymore these days, which is sad, which is what our friend Kep said, which is true. It is sad. But what can you do? I want to play video games and I'm not working. But I've read a bunch of really great unpublished books that will be published soon. But it's all nonfiction that I work on, so just Cherry, the H is silent. Oh, okay, Cherry. Sherry. Sherry? Cherry? Sherry. Share? Am I pronouncing that correctly? What can we get at this store? Do I have anything to sell? I could sell that fly can. What I really need is weapons, other than missile weapons, and there are no weapons for sale here, so I'm not interested in a lot of this stuff. I'm compelled to save my money. But maybe I could use some crew. Should I treat myself to an NG? These guys repair stuff really fast, but they're not good at fighting. I think I will treat myself to an NG for the shield room. Hey, buddy. Welcome to our ship. Hope you don't die. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. Favorite author from your hometown? Hell yeah. Gotta love hometown authors. Back when there were bookstores, you used to be able to go to them and see authors read their books. I'm going to secure the bag on this one. Oh, nice. So this hull repair, that's a real game changer if we make it to the end game in this. That's a little drone that can repair your ship and restore your ship's HP, essentially. But the only other place you can do that is at these stores or just randomly from a drop. So having the power to do that is, like, pretty big in this game. What does CJ Cherry? What is the hard sci-fi? What is the hard of the hard sci-fi? I guess. What's the super scientific angle on the book upon which the rest of the plot is predicated? That's how I guess I would define hard sci-fi, is that there's some very scientific thing that's driving the plot somehow. Let me know if I'm correct about that. Alright, yeah, we'll hail some refugees. Oh, 2 drones for some gasolina. Yeah, hell yeah, we're doing that trade for sure. I don't need those drones right now. Time dilation is a big thing when she's dealing with humans. Oh, cool. I was just telling Angie about... I tried to be a book agent, very insincerely, for a while, when I got laid off in 2016. I had one guy who I was trying to court as a client who's unpublished, and I think he's still unpublished, and I have his self-published book up on my desk, or up on my bookshelf, and it was so good. And there's a big time dilation thing in that one as well. It was hard sci-fi, and it was like the hyperdrive that they were using to try to explore on the first mission out of our solar system or something like that. They find out it's killing them, and it's like this 10-year mission, but the only way they can go back to Earth is to, you know, use this hyperdrive that they realize when they're out there is killing them all very, very slowly. It was very well written. But, you know, I got a new job, and that guy disappeared, and I think he remains unpublished. I should really be not yakking and fighting if I intend to win this. Oh, jeez, this guy's going to need some help. We got a hull breach in here. So when there's a hull breach like that, they got to fix that, and it lets all the oxygen out. They got to fix that before they can fix the actual systems. I'm going to attack these engines. Many stations when dealing with aliens are divided based on what they have to breathe. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's some hard sci-fi right there. There's a couple cool angles. It's cool when it's done well. It's hard for hard sci-fi to not get all up its own ass, though, because people will often write themselves into corners and get all hung up on the science, and then it's just not fun anymore. But when it's done well, it's fantastic. All right, gotta let our little crew heal up in the med bay before we push off once again into the stars. All right. I think I'm going to bounce around. What do I need to be out here? Either on this one or this one. So let's bounce around here for a minute. Try to get some space money. Try to get some of that space Skrilla. So this is like a freebie drop. Gotta love it. '80s version of hard sci-fi, yeah. I feel like there was a lot of just, you could kind of do anything with sci-fi in the 80s. There's a lot of good stuff that got written, and then a lot of just very pulpy stuff. But, you know, I like reading about space and stuff that's not real. So I'll read anything. I'm killing these guys way too easy to accept a surrender, so I'm going to go ahead and just kill them instead. A lot of good, Johnny Moreno's wife's mother, Johnny Moreno's mother-in-law, is a second-generation publisher of DAW Books, which is a sci-fi fantasy imprint. So a lot of these books, for if 80s sci-fi, like a lot of that was DAW, or Ace, which was what Zoe's grandfather was in charge of before DAW. He really made the mass market paperback, which is like the small, very super affordable kind of book. He really pioneered that format and made books more affordable and easily accessible for people, which is great. Alright, I just rolled the dice on that, said to dock on the refueling platform, and now I got punished for it. I think that's one of those things where it's a random one. I feel like that one punishes you more often than it rewards you. So I'm getting my... Alright. Yeah, this guy's trying to run, but we are going to hopefully kill him way before that can happen. Bye! So yeah, anyway, my point in all that was that if you're an enjoyer of 80s sci-fi, it's a very good chance that, wow, that Johnny's wife's grandpa was, I almost got shellacked here, had a part of that, which is great. Wow, I really am not being hasty enough about this. 4 jumps out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh, I'm about to get caught by the rebel fleet, everybody. Because I apparently don't know how to play this game. I'm getting all these great drops, and I'm about to get murked by the rebels. Guess we'll deal with that in a minute. This is Nothing Burger. Yeah, we're in a lot of trouble here, folks. Alright, sure, investigate the battlefield, get some more scraps. So, that thing that I said we can't do, which is let the rebel fleet catch up to us, has happened. And now they're on top of our exit, which means we're going to just get there and they're going to be launching every manner of weapon at us until we die. So the only thing we can really do is run. So I'm going to dump some of this money that we've gotten here into our engines, because that'll help us run faster. I sort of, as penance, yeah. Should dump all of my money into our engines and put all of our power into it. And let's put our heads between our knees and kiss our asses goodbye, I suppose. Here's the Rebel fleet, everyone. They're mad at us, and they want to kill us. I'm not even going to waste any... I don't even waste any missiles on this thing. I'm just going to try to... If you charge your FTL drive from any fight, you can just run. So I'm just going to run. Hopefully this won't be too catastrophic. So far, so good. Nice. Dodging a lot of their shots. This ASB is a missile battery we're about to get probably hit with. Second now. No, it missed us too. Great. Wow. Oops. Alright. No fuss, no muss. That was fine. We're fine, everybody. Great. Maybe those rebels aren't so tough after all. Let the oxygen come back into our ship for a second, and then get the heck out of here. And then let's make sure we plan our exit this time, because clearly I'm just yakking away and I'm not paying close enough attention to the game. So if I want to do this quest, I make my way that way. Okay. Should be doable. Let's play around up here for a minute. Alright, well, you know, fuck those rebels. It's also fun because I like that this is a space thing and the rebels are the bad guys, because our Star Wars saturated brains always make us think that the rebels are the good guys when they're actually terrorists.
Fantastic.
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 Hey, it's John Boy. How you doing? Thanks for that subscription. Welcome back. Welcome back to the stream that I can do again now that Sam the Cat is feeling better. We are playing some FTL. Let's go ahead and try to dislodge the ship. Okay, great. It did not punish us. Alright, we are running out of fuel too, generally speaking. 5 jumps left, so we're going to need to find some fuel soon. Let's participate in the study. Yeah, that one is usually... Sometimes will punish you, but I feel like mostly. Glad Cat is on the mend. Trust me, John Boy, me too. But thank you very much for your sentiments. I am also happy that Sam is on the mend. Turns out I'm really fond of his stupid little face, and that I cry a lot when he's sick. Oh my god, this guy. This guy. My goodness, we have a lot of stuff to sell here. What's up with this drone control? I do have some drone parts. I do have this hull repair, which can be very, very handy. Save us a lot of money. Maybe I should invest in drone control. I usually don't, but we've got some good drone drops. Oh, well, I don't have the money for it anyway, so I can sell some stuff. 85, that's going to take all my money, huh? I really could use some gasolina. Anything else I can sell? I'm not really using this flak cannon. I need weapons, y'all. I need weapons that are not missiles. Alright, I'm going to get this drone control. Comes with one of the drones I just sold, so that's nice. I'm going to move, whoops, this thing into my drone control slot. Should I sell? I need to sell something to get gas. I need gas money. I need missiles too, but what am I going to do? I want to offer promotion for your channel, viewers, followers, views, chatbots. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Auto on, incredibly flexible and convenient order management panel. Everything is in your hands. Turn it on, off, customize. Hey, so definitely going to block this person, but if you're hiring for like, I don't know, voiceover work, maybe use that free promo that I just gave that person as a reel or something. I don't know how to block people, but I'll figure it out later. Don't be a D-bag and go into people's chats and try to promote your shit, man. It's not how this shit works. Get a Twitter account, man. Anyway, I needed gasolina. I think I gotta sell this combat. Well, I'm gonna sell my armor plating. The ship comes with armor plating that's worth 40 credits, and sometimes I feel like those 40 credits are more useful than the armor plating. For example, I can gas up and buy some missiles. Get the hell out of here. Alright. Enough talk. Time for space. Enough talk, more space. I do not want to do that, no. Goodbye. Goodbye. Remember when the internet used to talk to you? When you were dialing up? 5 drone parts. Find the station, they respond. Oh, this was the quest I was on. Yeah, no. I want these drone parts instead. That's not worth... It's not worth the amount of money. I might be technically stealing, but it's war. Wartime, so you're allowed to do crimes. You're allowed to do war crimes. No, you're not allowed to do war crimes. You're allowed to do petty crimes during war times. Petty crimes during war times, not war crimes during war times. That's how you remember. I feel like you'd still benefit from the You've Got Mail. Sometimes there will be an email in my inbox, and I'm like, where did you come from? I didn't see you arrive here. Have you been here for 2 days? My sensors have picked up a refugee ship. Let's hail them. I also always say sensors in my head, like Data says. Sensors. Sensors indicate. Oh, buddies. I'm sorry, but I usually would give these people fuel if I had it, but that would leave me stranded. I cannot help you. I'm sorry. This time we played it perfectly. See them catching up is right on the cusp of the exit. That is what you're supposed to do, not what we did last sector where we got caught by them. We spent exactly the amount. Ah, oh, jeez. Let's grab some debris. I don't want to take that risk. Next sector. We only have 1 gasolina left here, which is really unfortunate. Because if there's not a store here... Oh, there is. Great. We got to go straight to the market and spend all our money on gas. Phone has a red 86K above my mail icon. I have a problem yet. No, I feel like that's... I mean, I think that's kind of normal these days. I don't judge you for it. 4 units of fuel available here. Wow, that's hardly going to get me out of here, but frankly, I hardly have money for anything else, so I'm going to spend some drone parts repairing. I have to borrow some energy from my... I got to put the repair drone on here. Borrow some energy from my engines, and let this, for the price of 1 drone part, and get some hull points back while we're chilling out here, rather than trying to do this in the middle of a battle. We can just repair up a little bit. For only the price of 2 drone parts, you too can repair your hull. You're welcome, Bunch S Pilot. Honestly, I say that too because Angie's very organized. You would not think that she'd be the kind of person who has billions of emails in her inbox, but she is, and that's really opened my eyes as to, you know, I don't think it says anything about who you are as a person. I think it's just one of those things that either bothers you or it doesn't, and that's fine. So I'm going to actually have taken energy out of my missiles and put them into this flat cannon here, because these guys have this green overshield which my missiles cannot get through until I strip it away. Put more power into my engines from other places. I'm temporarily taking power out of my oxygen, which is a nice little trick you can do in this game if you need some quick energy. Please dodge, please dodge. Oh dear. That wasn't terrible. Let's put this fire out. And now their green shield is down, so I can power this down and power my weapons back up fully. Oh, let me just blow up my whole drone there. What do I need to do here? He just fired missiles at me. I gotta get the power back into my engines, and that's all I can do is other than pray. So let's try to get his weapons offline first. Please hit. Oh, God. Okay. I'm taking a lot of damage here. Oh, boy. Ah, jeez. Ah, gosh. Where am I? shields, man. Come on. Oh, he keeps hitting him with that. This sucks. I think I have to run. I think I'm going to run. I haven't nearly killed this guy yet, and he's damaging the shit out of me. He's about to do more damage. As much as I hate to turn tail in this game, I think that's the prudent decision at the moment. So, bye! I'm also running out of gas, which means I should be getting as far away from this bubble as possible until I find more gas. So that's the plan. Space is tough, y'all. Alright, we bumped into this little guy. He's got cloaking, but he's not very tough otherwise. I'm going to take power out of that. I'm going to send one of these combat drones, because this thing doesn't have shields, so this combat drone can actually wreck him. I'm going to get hit by that laser, though. That's a shame. Alright, but the drone's working as planned, and should make quick work of this guy. Do I spend a missile on it? Hit him! Hit him! Alright, he almost got a shot off on, but I decided not to spend a missile on it, which was the prudent decision. I'm going to fix this hull breach, and then I will heal up my friends, and then we will leave. Alright. Have a sip of water. Oh yeah. So what do we got here? Let's get power back into my weapons and get the heck out of here. Still need to move because I did not pick up any fuel there, so I gotta get far away. Far away from the rebels. So we will never surrender one of our crew to slavers. That's definitely true. I'm gonna fire on his weapons first. I was gonna say hopefully this guy drop some fuel, but he's not going to, because with these slavers, they always offer you a slave, which you then free and allow to join your crew, which is pretty dubious, but what happens is, you'll see, the slavers say, hey, everybody's going to die anyway if you keep blowing us up, which is, you know, a fair point, so I always accept their offer, even though it's dubious. That's how I justify the use of dubious labor on board my spaceship. Welcome aboard, Lagarde. I hope you enjoy your time aboard this ship more than the last. I suppose you're free to leave whenever, although that's not strictly true. But it's not strictly true for any of these crew. That was my last bit of fuel. We are in trouble. I'm going to have to attempt to follow these people. Great, we got a new crew member, which is great, but we are out of gas, which is bad. So he's coming on board with a proficiency in weapons. So I'm going to make him the new weapon person. We'll send this old rock fella to the camera room. And we don't have any fuel, so all we can do is put our distress beacon on and hope for the best. And then it's going to kind of give us random drops. Alright, this one's a fight. Someone who's very OP, but thankfully I can get through his shields. These missiles, hopefully. We'll see what happens. It's not looking great for your boy. Alright, first missile was a hit. If I can manage to kill this person before he leaves, he'll probably drop me some fuel. I have to be judicious with my missiles because I'm down to 10, and after that, I got no way to fight, which is the problem with this ship. If you don't immediately get a better weapon drop, kind of in hot water in Sector 3 or Sector 4, you know? It's like the old saying goes. So we picked up 4 fuel off of that. So we're flying again, but we've got other problems on the horizon. You know, I say I want to be a space captain, but I'm acting like I don't want to deal with any of the space captain problems. These are common space captain problems to have. Running out of fuel, running out of weapons, the rebels are chasing you. This guy's mind controlling my pilots, which is bad. But I still want to take his weapons out first. I'm going to send this guy to fight my pilot, so that he won't blow up my ship. But I have to pull them away before they kill each other is the trick. Oh boy. It's getting bad, y'all. I'm going to send him to help the shields. What else do we have here? A hull missile ready. Let's send that at his piloting. Hope to knock that out. Nope. He's very dodgy. Quite dodgy. Alright, great. So that's fixed. Let's... go help with that. I need to... Maybe I'll send this after the mind control, because that's more annoying than his weapons right now. It's great. This is working out okay, even though I'm running out of missiles. I will soon be unable to attack my foes, which is pretty bad in video games. You really need to be able to attack your foes. It's kind of a big deal. But healing up the crew. Should definitely spend some of these drone parts to repair my hull here because I'm taking a lot of damage. Send everybody back to their little homes. Redirecting power. Doing all sorts of space stuff. Let this guy heal us up for a minute. But it's not looking too good here. This isn't looking like the one that's going to make it happen. But that's my rule. I never give up. You got to keep flying until you're not flying anymore. Because you never know. You never give up hope. In space. Or otherwise. Okay. I've got some fuel to play with now, so let's bounce around to these before we get to the exit. That'll be okay, right? I'm not going to risk it. Let's go to this one. Okay, that's a nothing burger. Okay, we got intruders on board. I can't see them, and they are in my med bay because I see them doing damage down here. So I want to get down to my med bay to fight them ASAP. I'm going to send some rock back up here because these guys are a little tougher than the guys I just sent in there. They're faster. These guys are faster, I mean. Alright, so let's have our pinch hitters get in here. Hi! Yeah, you guys fucked up. You're on the wrong spaceship, buddies. We can send these guys to go fix that thing that they... Oh! It's another friend. I didn't even see him in there. Pilot, help beat this guy up. Where are you going? Oh. Alright, well guys, you guys picked the wrong spaceship to invade. I don't know what to tell you. Get everyone healed up and back to their stations and get the heck out of here. Got a full crew now, almost a full crew. I think we can take a couple more, but we got every station manned, which is great. Even though I'm still feeling like we're going to lose this unless we get some very good weapon drops soon. So these guys have hacked my engines, which is going to kill my maneuverability and my dodge. I don't really have anywhere to put that power in the meantime. Sometimes you can kind of redirect power. But you can't. Not right now. Not if you don't have anywhere to put it. Put it into my drones, but that's not going to do anything. Ah, jeez. I gotta take out these weapons. Alright. Oh, I don't have any. That was my last missile. Oh dear. Oh gosh. The last thing I can do. Alright, I'll power up this flak cannon. Try to see if this drone can get its shields off and see if I can do any damage with this thing, but it's really not what it's made for. A little bit. I might be able to win this fight like this. Time it right. Now. Yeah, I'm doing like 1 damage at a time here. There we go. Hey, that's a W. I need weapons, though. What am I going to do? Other than die. I guess die is the answer to that question. Get blown up in space. I'm going to take their bribe because I can't fight. And let's hope there is a store with a bunch of wonderful discount weapons available I can fight this guy. Even though that's not wise, I'm gonna do it anyway. I really should have. What am I doing here? I'm getting way too distracted. I should have fixed this up before I left. Fire whenever that's ready. Alright, yeah, we're taking this guy down. He is dinging the shit out of me, though. Alright, he's dead. Great, great. Shields are fixed. Everybody's back to their stations. Little friend here is going to go heal up. What do we got here? Power in that. Send him back. What else can I do? I guess I should save my money until I see if there's a store at the other end of this beacon here. Let's go to the civilian sector. Oh dear. Oh gosh. There's not a store. I really need one. Hold on for one moment, please. Man, I am keyed into this cat like it is my child at this point. I just heard a little tiny bit of commotion through my headphones. And I knew one of the things that's been happening to poor little Sam Buddy since he had his stroke is he's been having these crazy dreams. I thought he was having seizures for a while because they're so consistent. It's like as soon as he falls asleep, he starts kicking and running, and it's kind of like a dog dream where sometimes it looks like he's running, but like one time he full on sat up and started like swatting like this, like he was fighting. So he's having these crazy dreams, and eventually he will launch himself. We've been calling it the Kitty Cat Space Program because he'll eventually launch himself out of his bed or wherever he's sleeping, and I just heard him do a little launch, so I got up to make sure that he was okay, and he is. Now that he can move around, he was just getting back into his bed by himself. The poor little guy. My poor buddy. He's doing great though, but he's having these wild dreams. We don't know if it's his little brain rewiring or he's just been poked at and prodded so much that he's having bad dreams a lot or something, but poor guy. I'm going to avoid this ship because I don't really have the means to fight it right now. I'm really on the fence until I find some more missiles. I used the last of my drone parts to try to fix my ship up. But that's what's going on with poor Sam, and I just thought I could hear him he has these little freakouts. And he launches himself out of his bed. Alright, we're back in the green. Let's get the hell out of here and hope for a store soon. It's selling not just a store, but a store that's selling weapons. And weapons that I need. The odds are not stacked in our favor here. That is the nature of flying around in space, you know? That's what this game really captures the essence of, I feel. Alright, intervene and defend the outpost, but with what? What am I going to do? This guy has 3 layers of shields that I can't get through. I got to avoid the conflict. I got to keep flying until I find some weapons. It's the only thing I can do. Running like a coward in space. Heavily damaged Federation ship. I feel like this is usually a trap or something. I gotta keep flying. Gotta keep flying. Gotta warn them about the rebels. Small colony, they're looking for 2 fuel, 2 missiles, and 2 drone parts. No, thank you. It's like very expensive. Alright, here's the store. Send out some thoughts and prayers, y'all. Alright. These are not the weapons we need. These will not save us. These beam weapons can't get through shields. I need laser weapons to be able to get through shields, or I need a ton of missiles to be able to get through shields because they bypass the shields. But these 2 beam weapons are not going to save us, unfortunately. I guess I will spend a bunch of money on missiles, but I can only buy 6 of them. Is there another store that popped up? No. So I'm going to just invest in the spaceship, I guess. I'll buy another layer of shields. I'm sitting on so much cash because I'm hoping to buy weapons. I guess maybe I'm being... Alright. We're going to try something because it's better than nothing. I do have this flak cannon here, so I might be able to get through shields with that and then hit him with this beam weapon, but the odds of that happening are very slim. I'm going to move this guy in there too. I might be able to use that. To do that, I need another... Upgrade my weapons. Okay. So we have this thing, which just shoots a bunch of chaff at them that'll strip their shields, and then this thing, hopefully they can hit them once their shields are down, but I don't know. It's pretty dubious. This is not the position we want to be in right now. But we continue flying in space. I'm going to buy all their fuel too, because I definitely don't want to get stranded. Alright, that's all my money. All my money. Let's see here. Sure. Search among the stores. One store is selling stuff. These weapons wouldn't have even helped me, even if I saved my money. I think I should sell this big guy, because I'm definitely not... I can't use 2 missile launchers right now. That'll give me a little bit of walking around money. And... more missiles. Okay. So I can bounce around here a bit until we hit this exit, because we've got some wiggle room here. Can't sell any of these missiles. Sorry, my friends. These are our missiles. There are many like it, but these missiles are mine. Can I even afford to go to the store? Do I have any money? 19 scrap. I think I'm just going to ignore that store, because I'm going to go there and they're going to have the weapon I needed, and I'm going to be very frustrated. Encountered a refugee ship. God. Oh, fine. Let's investigate. Okay, that was nothing. I was in... Sometimes on those sorts of encounters, it'll kill one of your crew randomly, but it seems like that one was just nothing. Yeah, see... Let's see how our new weapon array works out here, but I think with this... Oops. Okay, we can get through 3 layers of shields with this flak cannon, so that's good. Let's see if we can do it again. No, only 2 that time. Unreliably, we can get through 3 layers. We need to get through all 3 layers before we can even try to use that second weapon. Alright, so pause it for a sec. Line this shot up. Actually fire first at its shields and then cross. Boom. Oh, my ship's on fire. Actually, this solar flare is about to light a fire somewhere else, so something I do here a lot is I'm going to let all of the air out of the ship except for where my crew is. And then hopefully if the fire starts in a room where my crew is not, which did not happen, it'll just quickly squelch the fire. But whatever. You know, there goes my weapons getting damaged, so my beam weapon just went offline there, which is bad. Because that's all I can use to do damage to this guy. We're gonna run, unfortunately, right? I have so much damage left to do to this guy. I'm on the ropes. I gotta get out of here. Hopefully this exit won't be somebody being aggressive. Come across an asteroid colony. This is stupid, because this one is... Watch. Offer to solve their problem, they say no and still want the missiles, and that's the whole encounter. Usually those blue dialogue options are good for you. It means you've unlocked something because you have a piece of equipment or a certain kind of crew, but that one's just kind of a big wet fart. Alright, I gotta send these guys to heal up before we leave, and then we're off to the next sector. Wait, no, you need to heal still. Oh dear. Alright. Let's go to this rebel-controlled sector. I like to avoid the nebulas because... Was that Sam again? Hold on one sec, please. Poor guy. Poor guy just wants to take a nap. Everybody's been poking at him and prodding at him. Alright, we're in the next sector. Things are going to start looking pretty bad here because these ships we encounter are going to be extremely OP and we do not have the weapons to fight them. So I think this is just kind of a... This is us just kind of bleeding out here, unfortunately. Trying to plot our course here. Looks like we're going to have to kind of slide over here through this beacon, so let's keep it around, dance around here for a minute. Actually, I only have 4 fuel, so I think we actually need to get a move on. Get away from this entrance. I'm going to say let's not risk it, just take the money. The coward's choice, but I don't really have, like I said, we don't really have the means to fight a lot of these. Yeah, let's see what we can do against this guy, but... Get our beam weapon back online and hope for the best. Weapons are charging. So this thing that he just stuck onto me is a hacking drone, which will take my maneuverability down to 0 when it's activated. Oh boy, he's firing very large missiles at me. So, not great. Let's fire our weapons and see what we can do. Got him. Alright. Oh boy. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this defense drone. Hopefully you can shoot this missile down. Get him! Yeah. So these things shoot missiles down, which is great, but they cost energy and they cost drone parts. But in this instance, it is definitely worth it. Because I'm hurting. Oh, this guy's jumping. Shit! Jump imminent. I always miss that. Every fucking time. Oh, so close to getting him. Alright, so he just escaped and warned the rebel fleet about where we are. So now they know. Thank you for shooting down that last missile, little drone. Oh boy. We're in trouble, folks. I think I'm going to use my last drone part to repair the hull a little bit. Is that stupid? Maybe I should save it. I'm actually going to save it. I think if this thing shoots down missiles, it'll do more, prevent more damage than that drone's about to repair. Oh boy. This game's hard. This game's hard, man. I've never had so much fun playing a game where you mostly die, though. Alright, just accepted a quest here. This store's coming not a second too soon because we're about to run out of fuel. Once again. Nothing to sell, really. What do I need to get my next weapon slot? 50 scrap. I should get that sometime soon, but not today. Not today, Satan. Get more missiles, though. Pay a couple to heal my ship up a little bit, too. There's that quest. Now that we got fuel to play around with, we can try for that. So let's try for that. Okay. What's happening? He is infiltrating the mind of my crew, which I don't appreciate. Let's send our NG to fight this guy so that he doesn't hurt our weapons, but now I have 2 of my crew fighting each other, which is not ideal. Very nice. I'm just going to put that on auto fire, so that flak cannon should just keep shooting as long as it can. This ship does not have shields, which is very rare, so we can actually do damage to it, but they usually have a lot of dodge. A lot of dodge, like a ram. I can't name another. What's another dodge? A charger? Yeah, those things are always popping the curb here in New York City and running over children, which is fun. You don't really need a car with that much horsepower when you're just trying to drive around in New York. And yet, they are everywhere, and no one seems to know how to handle their cars. Because they go watch Fast and the Furious, and they're like, that's me. It's not you, bro. You're not Fast and the Furious. You're not Familia. You're not Vin Diesel's Familia, man. You don't know how to drive your car. Stop peeling out. You have to know what you're doing when you drive if you're going to peel out your car. You're going to go to, like, stunt driving school or something. Until then, I don't know. Sorry, a lot of people get murdered by cars in New York, and it makes me upset. Seems like low-hanging fruit, but, no one seems to have the political willpower to fix the problem. Get him. Jeez. So he keeps dodging that. I need this last layer of shields to come off if I can use so I can use my weapons, but it's not looking great. Send him to help with that repair, because we might need to get the heck out of here. Yeah, we're taking a lot of damage. This is bad news, bears. Yeah, we gotta get out of here. We gotta run. Hurting me too much. Breaking my heart. Alright, well, at least this breath of air here will let us get our ship repaired, because that thing just did a lot of damage to our ship. Get our shields back online. Oxygen's back online. Oxygen's restoring. Drone control's back online. Crew is healed. Everyone's at their stations. Let's spaceship to the quest beacon. Find severely damaged ship. Promise to deliver the cargo and ask if anyone's interested in joining the crew. Yeah, sure. Hell yeah, free crew. That guy's another weapons expert, which we already have, so we have a reserve weapons expert, which is lovely. Let's have him hang out in the doors room. Actually, we'll put him in the security. We'll make him ship security. Grazzoli, which is this person's name, you're a ship security. I hereby consecrate, I guess I consecrate you in the name of Space Jesus as ship's crew. Long-range beacon, hail the ship, attack them before they can attack or quickly prepare to jump away. Let's hail them. This is a trick. Yeah, screw you, buddy. Screw you and your tricks. Wait, I need to get my weapons back online. Alright. Let's go. Waiting for this other weapon to... jeez. Charge up before I fire my other weapon. Shields are down, and the beam weapon's good to go. Get him. Alright, I'm in pretty good shape to win this fight now, I think. For once. Getting back on our feet, maybe? I don't know, we're about to go to another sector, and they're going to be even meaner. Even meaner than they were in this sector. Okay, keep hitting their shields and their weapons. My weapons array is looking pretty promising against this particular enemy. As long as I can get his shields down, I can do damage. Now he's trying to run. Now he's trying to surrender. Should I take this surrender? No, I will not. I'm gonna keep the pressure on. Hopefully I can destroy him before he gets away, or else I've made the wrong decision. Oh god. Hit him. Oh god, I'm about to fuck this up. See ya. Love you, bye. Should have taken that. Should have taken that surrender. Oh well. Live and you learn. Let's go to the NG sector. For having NG space, the Mantis have been threatening the NG core world, so you should be able to stock up. Great. Yeah. I gotta go straight to this store, I think, because I am about to get blowed up. How do we get out of this sector? I don't think that's going to be a problem for us, because I think we're going to be dead before we get there. But let's try to dance around this store just for a minute, because I need money. We're either going to die, or we're going to spend money at the store. I think we're going to die. Oh, dear. I think I just answered my question. So we have our weapons just fire at this guy, because we got to get this green overshield off before we can do anything. This here is one of the strongest weapons in the game. This little giant space laser that he's about to fire at me, and I think that'll probably be game over for us, sadly. We'll find out. Yep. Oh, yep. No, we have 2 HP left. Nope, nope, never mind. No, we don't. We're dead. That's FTL, folks. It's a great game. This ship is so hard to beat the game with. This little pip here, this little dot on the trophy means that I've beat the game with the first layout from each of these. If you beat this one, it's 2 layouts. Every ship except for this one. This 2 missile start is so hard to overcome. It's so hard, and it's just random. Like, you just have to get random good. You have to get random drops that are good enough in order to win. So it's a little more frustrating than the other ships, but the odds are always stacked in your favor in this game, or not in your favor in this game. Against your favor, the odds are stacked against you, is what I'm saying. But we've got 40 minutes before Kellen and Carly starts, so that's kind of... I don't know if it's enough time for another FTL run. Maybe we'll play some Vampire Survivors. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break and check on Sam the cat and make sure he has not launched his own kitty cat space program in the meantime. But hang out for just a minute, bear with me, and we'll be back. I'll leave you with the chill sounds of the Hangar song from the game FTL. We'll be back right after this. All right. So, I don't think we have enough time for another run of FTL, because sometimes the game can take upwards of an hour. I mean, we were just playing that for a while, right? We were playing that for like a whole hour. But you know what 30 minutes is perfect for? A little bit of Vampire Survivors. So if you guys will just bear with me, I just have to set up Vampire Survivors on OBS because it's a little weird. But man, this game is so good. If you have not heard or seen anything about this, oh no, there's a queue updated. This shouldn't take long. This game is like all pixels. Yeah, okay, it's already done. Man, I played this game for the first time on stream. I had never played it before. I had no idea what it was. The first minute, I was like, this is dumb. Why did Holden tell me to play this game? And then 8 minutes into it, I was just like screaming. So it is a really fun game. I need to just set it up real quick. I need to do a display capture. We'll call it Vampire Survivor, which is also VS, which is also the name of my podcast, Versus. And if you have not checked that out, maybe you're in here off the street. Go to VersusPod, Versuspod.com, and listen to a brand new episode that came out today. I gotta move my little thing in front of... Where's this? Where's this? Oh, I just need to move this down is what I should do. Yes, okay, perfect. And then you guys don't need to see my desktop, right? You don't want to see what icons I'm using. Let's just make this a little bigger then. Just make it a little oversized. That's perfect then. Yeah, that's fine, right? You know, I'm not a professional Twitch streamer here, folks. We're doing what we can. Let's do a little bit, Yeah, perfect. I'll lock you down. All right, this game's so good. I hope you guys haven't seen it before, because if you haven't, you're in for a real treat. I was a total noob at this game. I didn't even know. You just walk around and get power-ups. You literally just use the directional pad, and your weapons fire on their own, and they send literally tens of thousands of enemies after you. And I'm not using the word literally incorrectly. You will see the body count at the end of this, but the whole point is to survive for 30 minutes, and if you do, a monster comes and murders you, and you win. That's you winning. This game's so great, and I had not heard of it. Holden told me to play it, and I did just randomly based on his recommendation, knowing nothing about the game, and I'm just so delighted by it. And then it's been on like a lot of year-end lists since it came out. A lot of people are really loving this game. It's another really good indie game. So we have to choose which Vampire Survivor we will take into the fight with us. This guy's a real winner. Old Gennaro. Yeah, we'll choose Gennaro. And then maybe there's a lot of... played a lot of this on my iPad while Sam was sick, because it was free on iPad and I could just sit on the couch. I haven't unlocked all the stuff yet. But we can play the Dairy Plant, maybe. This is a good one. Yeah, let's do this one. All right. So that's super quiet. Feels like it's super quiet. Yeah, turn the music up a little bit. It's pretty good music. Yeah, there we go. Turn the music and the sound up a little bit. Let me know if that's too much or too little if you're out there. And hey, if you are out there, thanks for hanging out. It's really cool of you. I'm Drew. I play games. I make podcasts. I edit books. I make it the funny. You know, whenever I can. Thanks for joining us. Smash that follow button if you want to watch more streams in the future. Catch me on video on demand. Catch me outside. Catch these hands. No, you'll never catch these hands. I'm not a fighter. One of the great parts about this game is you can catch these hands while I play this game, because you only need one hand to play it. We're going to get ourselves some King Bible. Like any good Bible, it rotates around you and protects you from fiends. So yeah, this is the whole game. You just walk around. This guy automatically shoots knives to start out with. We just picked up this Bible thing, which is killing these guys, and then these little blue gems that they drop are XP, and you just level up and you pick up more weapons. Like I said, the first minute I was like, what's going on with this game? This is boring. Like, why are so many people telling me to play this game? Just wait while it ramps up, because once it ramps up, it's just absolute pandemonium. Alright, King Bible. The Bible and the garlic are two good little AoEs I've learned. And having both of them is pretty good for endgame shit, so I'm gonna actually think ahead. But yeah, we got a timer at the top of the screen here, clocking out 30 minutes, and you try to survive for 30 minutes, and they just send wave after wave. Yeah, up here, where my cursor is the body count, and it's just thousands. By the end of a good run, you've killed sometimes tens of thousands of enemies. So just you wait. But this game's great. It's also free on iOS. They just run some ads for like bonus content. Highly recommended, because it's, you know, an indie developer, so every little download counts. Although I don't think this person's going to have much trouble after I just saw it. This is one of those things where I heard about this game, I had not heard about it before, and then as soon as I heard about it, everyone was talking about it. So I think it's been pretty well received. It's just so simple and perfect. It's like I'm using my left hand only. You can just kind of get down to the music while you play. You can do whatever you want. That's part of the problem too, is these guys die and then they drop XP, but then there's so many of them that you kind of have to run away and then come back and get your XP. Weapon cooldown. I do like the weapon cooldown buff. You can have some water while you're playing. Some great casual gaming. And just wait till we get a treasure chest drop. The treasure chest drops in this game are a very special treat. Let's see. Trying to surround me. Alright, so what can we get here? This attract orb thing doesn't seem too sexy, but it's actually very, very useful, because the further you can pick things up from, the further away you can be from things when you pick them up, I guess is what I'm trying to say, the more likely you are to level up and stuff, because as these waves and waves and waves start getting more and more and more intense, it's going to be hard to go back to collect a lot of this XP. But boy, last time I streamed this game, I had literally never even seen it or played it or read anything about it. I was utterly confused by it, and I have played a lot of this since then. So hopefully we can get a good run in, and you guys can see what happens when you survive, when you vampire survive for 30 minutes. What do we got here? If I get this thing, it's telling me that'll evolve my little throwing knife eventually, which is nice. I have 2 slots left for attacks. This whip is also nice. I think I need the whip more. Whip is good. Whip it good. This guy who's glowing blue will drop a treasure chest if I can manage to kill him, but he's got a lot of X or HP. There's chest. Ready? It's so good. The treasure chests are so good. I actually read that the guy who developed the game used to work in like the casino and like gaming, like gambling arena, which really made the treasure chest sequence make a lot more sense. So this is my last weapon slot. I think I'm good. I'm going to take the axe. I should try taking the other thing. The axe is good too. It's just the old surefire launching axes out of your head, doing damage. Can't say no to that. And then the game just becomes trying to find a path between these monsters so that you're not running into them. But most of them don't throw projectiles at you. These ones that are holding swords, you know, they're not going to use the sword. All these monsters are just trying to walk into me. Sometimes in the latter levels, they start to actually throw things at you and stuff. And sometimes in this level too, I guess. But most of the monsters are just shambling towards you. Hell yeah! Just got a big payoff off that minecart. Oh yeah, I'm feeling good about this run. This spinach, this Espinaca does a 10% straight damage increase, so we love that. Slicing through them like butter. This is right where you want to be. Another blue guy. Maybe I can just pick on this guy for a minute and actually just make him drop his chest. Nah, his buddies are gonna overwhelm me. Alright, fine. I'll get you later. Armor, I'm not gonna take. I'm gonna take the next level of garlic. That garlic is those wavy lines surrounding me. There's a miasma of garlic smell that apparently these monsters just hate. Die! See, these things are such bullet sponges. Alright, here we go. Nice. So those usually give you some cash and then a little free upgrade, so I got a knife upgrade out of that too. Nice! I'm throwing more knives. There is a playable character in this game. I don't have it unlocked on my computer, but it is a dog. It does fart flowers. Pretty great. Made me very delighted when I realized that's what was going on. I'm gonna get the cooldown. Cooldown bonus, because the more knives, the more often I'm throwing knives, the deadlier I am. Great, this is great. I'm quite powerful at this phase. I have chosen good weapons. I'm slicing through my enemies like a hot knife through satanic butter. Oh shit, you know what I should do? I should tell Twitch real quick that I'm playing a different game. Please hold. That way, maybe some people will join us off the street and come say hey. If you're out there, if you're lurking, thanks for sticking around. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I hope you're enjoying me just listening to me chat my little head off, but also feel free to say what's up in the chat if you want to, if you're out there. Otherwise, you know, I don't know, I'm just talking to the void, but that's all I do when I'm home alone anyways. I just pretend like I'm talking to my cats, but they can't understand me, so I'm just talking to myself. Before I had cats, I just talked to myself. Now I talk to you fine people. I don't even know if you're out there. But we're doing good. This build feels pretty good right now. And then of course every time you start over, you have to kind of start over from the beginning. Choose new weapons and new attacks. There's this like top line here that's for attacks, and then this bottom line's for passive, more passive stuff. So you fill up each row, and then you're just kind of leveling things up from there. What can we do? Let's take a straight 10% damage increase. Can't say no to that. And then let's go get some free armor too. There's free armor on this level. Let's start walking towards that. It'll give us a little vacation destination. And we'll see if I can maintain, kind of part of this game is seeing if you can even maintain the control over which direction your character's walking, because sometimes you're just getting herded by hordes and hordes of unkillable monsters. But right now it seems like I've done a pretty good job with this build because I'm killing these things pretty easy. Speaking of which, well, you know what, I'm going to start spamming King Bible because it adds more Bibles and then they start spinning faster and then it's basically like never off at some point and then you're somewhat indestructible. And that little thing I picked up is going to attract all of the XP I've left on the ground so far. Duration bonus? Duration bonus. What do I even have? I don't think I have many duration things, so I'm going to leave that. Sure, I'll take more. I'll take more health, of course. Who doesn't need more health? And I'll take, as my last slot, this XP bonus. Alright, so I'm built out now. I'm going to get no new weapons, no new passive skills, just upgrades for my existing weapons. So we're going to start going fast. Whip upgrade, check. But I'm walking towards this arrow here. which is free armor. That'll let me get an upgrade beyond those 2 rows, which is a little trick I learned. These big guys should have a big drop in them too, so I'm going to sit here for a second and wail on this big guy and get his drop. Oh yeah, we're doing good, folks. Oh no, it's a good one! Sometimes they have 3 things in them. It's just so good. It's so well designed. The chest drops are so good in this. So you get 3 upgrades. Yeah, we're in business. We might be doing good business this trip. We're on a business trip, and it's not going to end well for the monsters. I'm going to keep spamming King Bible, because the sooner I get that fully upgraded, the closer I am to just being indestructible, which is really what you need. Towards the end of this, if you're not indestructible, you will die. It's either you are killing all the monsters, or the monsters are killing you. There's really no in between. Just took a little damage there, unfortunately. There's also, in this, well, we'll talk about it when I find some. The way you regenerate XP, or HP rather, is pretty delightful. But we'll need to find some soon, because I'm taking some damage. Although I'm doing pretty good. There it is. It's the floor chicken, everyone. It's just a rotisserie chicken that is on the floor, and it is canonically called, in the game, it is referred to as floor chicken, which I just think is absolutely hilarious. I love this game because it's a very good game. There's obviously a lot of like love in it, but if you read the lore and like all the ancillary stuff that you can read, like the entries for all the monsters and stuff, it's all very tongue-in-cheek. It's very, very funny. Obviously, this game recognizes how ridiculous it is, which I really appreciate. So this arrow's starting to move. I'm walking towards this arrow, kind of in the top right portion of the screen here, towards this armor. The fact that it's moving means I'm getting close. These centaur fellas here take a beating. You can't just rip through them. So that means I'm going to want a 10% damage increase, I think. I'm going to take an upgrade on that. Getting close, there's this armor. There she is, baby. It's got guardians. She's got some more floor chicky. Took some more damage. It's getting grotesque here. They're making it hard for me to get to the armor. Okay. Oh dear. Oh gosh. Oh boy. Yeah, we're about 10 minutes in. This is where it starts to get pretty intense. Alright, here's my armor. Alright, cool. Free armor upgrade, which is great. What else do I have on the screen? Free speed bonus. Something else? Let's go towards something else. This thing directly at the bottom of our screen. These arrows are pointing us towards other bonuses that are elsewhere on the map. Are you guys following me? What are you following me, dog? You following me home, dog? Oops. Those little pressure sensors on the floor will send things after you if you don't avoid them. Go. Alright, we're doing good here. Maybe I can pick on this blue guy while we have... Oh boy. It's another wave. I think they come on the minute, because that was at minute 11. I just saw a bunch of new enemies show up. I think the waves come on the minute in this game. Alright. But we're doing okay. These guys take a lot of damage too. I'm still not ripping through them as fast as I would like to. This is when the tide can really turn in this game. I've been really ripping through them, and now they're going to try to rip through me. That's just life. Sometimes you're ripping through the skeletons, and sometimes the skeletons are ripping through you. That's just life, kid. Hey, oh. Hey, oh. I am walking here. I'm walking here too. These green gems are worth a little more. Nom 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 nom. Floor chicken. Delicious. Charlie, you want to come be on the stream? Charlie the cat's up, folks. Charlie, come be on the internet. Charlie doesn't even know he has adoring fans on the internet, although you should. On account of how handsome he is. I'm definitely ripping through these normal skellies. These little bandana skellies, they got nothing on me, but their friends are giving me trouble still. Alright. Still heading towards these arrows. Let's rip through these guys. I can get some quick XP. Bye! Bye! See ya! See you in hell! See you in hell when I die! Oh, jeez. Here's the next wave. Yeah, 13 minutes is definitely on the minute. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. See what I mean? The hubris! What do I need? Yeah, definitely damage bonus. Come on, baby. Don't fail me now. Gennaro! All the names are Italian, too. I don't know why this game is so Italian-coded, but it is. Okay, I need to just start walking more slowly, but I seem to be getting through them, but they're catching up to me. I gotta just push out of them. Get out of my way! Sometimes you just gotta see if you can get out of that horde. I need floor chicken stats. Let's upgrade the axe so I do more damage. Out of my way. I need floor chicken. Please. Chicken. Somebody. What do here? This is perfect, because if I can make this run happen for 15 minutes, as I say, as I get surrounded by horrid monsters and probably about to die, it'll last just enough time for Carly and Kellen to stream. But will he make it, folks? It's not looking too good. I really need some help. I really need to be killing these enemies faster than I am, too, is the problem. What options do I have to me? Well, I guess I'm 2 treasure chests on the map. I don't know when those dropped. I go around. I think this thing I'm heading to, though, is going to be a really hard fight, actually. I think it's there are little vampire coffins that you can find that unlock new characters, but they always make you duke it out. I don't know if I'm strong enough right now. So I'm going to make my way towards this other free power-up. Just lost some HP. Come on, guys, die! Why don't they die? I'm donezo. I'm on the donezo list. Yeah, I guess I need an armor increase, huh? Considering how much damage I'm taking. No chicken in that lamppost. Here's my freebie. This will augment the area of my attacks by 10%. That's helpful, but will it be enough? Will it be enough, folks? It won't be. Alright, I've got 1 revive. I can come back at 50% HP. Take water, shake it off. Where are we going? I'm going to break right as soon as I spawn. Go! Go, 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 go! Get out, go! Okay. Alright, so we survived that. Just barely. Charlie, come be on the stream, please. Come show that moneymaker to everyone, Charles. Come, Charles. We have to pay for your brother's hospital bills somehow. Alright, where am I heading now? Towards those wings. But I feel like I should be killing these guys a lot faster than I am. If I get surrounded again, it is game over. Here's King Neptune. King Neptune the bullet sponge. I'm never gonna kill him just hanging around. Just let him follow me forever and see if he dies. Can't even kill his friends. Catch you later, Neptune. Alright, where are these other arrows directly above me? These are those chests I left behind. I need to go try to get those because I need these upgrades, y'all. I'm hurting. Run, run, run. There's another one of Neptune's buddies. It's one of his frat bros. Charlie, come sit on my lap. This game's also great because if Charlie's sitting on my lap, I can pet him and play it at the same time as I have a free hand. It's honestly a perfect game. Run, Gennaro. Alright. I was going to say so far so good, but I don't know if that's the case. I think I'm in trouble. In a lot of trouble. I might go see those skeletons in hell who I told him I was going to see in hell later. Might be my time to go say what's up to them and apologize. Alright, well, we did get to a chest. It is just a normal one, unfortunately. Could have really used a 3-pronged chest. But them's the breaks. We got a whip upgrade. Charlie, come sit on my lap, please. The internet would like to see you. He's so uncooperative. Oh, jeez. No! Run! Oh, jeez Louise. This is bad news. Oh boy. See, this is what I meant. I am no longer in control of the direction in which I move. I must only move with the wave of enemies. And then sometimes they kill you. Oh well. We unlocked some things. Gennaro put up a good fight. He was going to die after 30 minutes anyway, because you can only die in this game, so. Let's do one more run. 10 minutes? Hey, you know, maybe we'll, we do have a little bit more gold now from that run. Let's see if we can afford some more of these permanent power-ups. Do I need any? There's some big boys that you can pay for. Gotta save up for them, though. Permanent luck is pretty good, but I feel like something like permanent attack and permanent armor is more important. So let's get that. Get some more. 12. Don't have enough for the next armor. Alright. 359 left. What does that buy me? Not a ding-dang lot. Not a lot. 10% more gold per run? Yeah, I guess it makes sense to get that one early. Alright. Gennaro, you gave it a good run. Let's give someone else a shot, though. These characters each have, like, different buffs that they get from the get-go. This one starts out pretty good. Permanent HP per second healing, plus 50 max health, and starts out with an area bonus, which is pretty dope, which you will see immediately when this person starts. Let's go to the Mad Forest, because I haven't even cleared that with her yet. This is the first stage. It has, I think, probably the best song. That's that area bonus. Usually this blue fire on the ground is not so large, but for the first few levels, they give you a little bonus with this chickadee. Looks like a nun? I think she's a nun. I'm going to choose this rune tracer thing. Wow, see how large those are? Alright, and we are back to a manageable number of monsters for the time being. I want something like knife for her, because we can actually kind of direct where that goes. I think this bonus runs out at level 5, which we're about to quickly get to. And then things will become normal-sized once again. Let's see. Kill all these bats. Bats, I fear no bats. I fear no ghoul. I fear no goblin. Let's take a straight 10% damage increase, because that's hard to say no to. Especially when your enemies are these squishy little bats. There's a blue guy. Let's try to get his gold. Die. Die, blue bat. Okay, yeah, everything's normal sized now, right? Well, those two drops definitely are. I think everything else will... Oh, a luck increase. I love a good luck increase in an RPG game. If you pay for that early, honey, it'll take care of you for the rest of the game. A little bit of luck, especially in a good old-fashioned JRPG, Can't say no to it. It's not the sexiest buff, but boy oh boy does it pay off in the long run. So if there's any kids out there, you know, let that be a lesson to you, youngins. Always take a luck increase early on during this build we call life. We definitely need one of these AoEs, like King Bible, so let's go ahead and take King Bible. I have 2 slots left for attacks. We need one of those to be surrounding me, like this Bible does, because if you don't take one of those attacks that surrounds you, I've found that it's very, very hard to win this game. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oop, get away from me, bat. I fear no bat. I fear you not, you winged beast. Let's see. Let's take the area of attacks on this one, because that's actually kind of nice, because these things that drop from the sky, that counts for those. Wow, that's a lot of XP. I definitely want to circle back around. Let's circle back, not to use an office term. But let's circle back on that XP in a minute. That nun's got a gun. She doesn't have it. She's got her Bibles, and she's got knives. What's up, Kellen? You guys getting started soon? We're playing a little Vampire Survivor. We got our asses kicked in space. A little bit of FTL on an FTL run. Just got our asses kicked by a bunch of ghouls and goblins at some kind of milk plant where there are not a lot of... I mean, I guess there's centaurs there, but are we milking the centaurs? They leave that part a little vague. But we just got our shirtless Italian man named Gennaro just got killed in the questionable milk plant, and now we're playing as this nun in a forest, being surrounded by a bunch of ghouls and ghosts. I think Whip is a good attack to take for our final attack. Yeah, let's take Whip. Whip. Whip him. Whip them. Hanging out near this blue bat here for a second, because he's going to drop a big yum yum. Kellen, are you guys getting started soon? It says that I have 7 viewers. I think they're lurking. Hello, if you're lurking. If you're bots, hey, whatever. You drive the numbers up too, I guess, but not much for conversation. Lurking's fine. Bots are fine too, frankly. But that's what's going on in here, Kellen. I'm ready to raid you with either bots or very quiet real people who are just looking to hang out. Let's get the attract orb. I am gonna, just for a second, pump the music up just a little bit, because this level's got some pretty good jams. I want to make sure y'all can hear them. Charlie is being so frustrating. He will not be on the stream. He's just sitting with his back to me on the floor instead of sitting on my lap right now. He would be so happy if he was on my lap. He's always so... Every time I tell him, I'm like, Charlie, you're going to be so happy. And he just resists. He resists me. You know, that's why I get so frustrated with him, because he's a lot like us. Take this XP buff. We're starting to fill up that second line. I only have 1 more passive skill to take. And then it's Vampire Survivor time. Although I guess it's kind of been Vampire Survivor time this whole time. Let's go towards... actually, I'm going to just avoid those things. I think I might be able to... Let's try to unlock another character. I think I have an unlockable character. Wayward Weasel says, I'm not lurking, sickly lying in bed. That's fine, and it's fine if you are lurking too. Thank you for saying hi, though, Wayward Weasel. It's just nice to know that there are people out there watching. I don't mind playing for bots, and also I hope you feel better soon. I hope it's not the Rona, or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. You're sick. I hope you feel better. I hope you're enjoying my dulcet voice as I finish out some Vampire Survivor. If you want my dulcet voice mixed with the aggravated voices of John Moreno and Malachi Nimmons, go visit versuspod.com. We just put out our first episode in a long time today, and I was pretty proud of it. I stayed up very late last night finishing it up. Way later than I should have stayed up, and I was really sleepy today. But I was also really happy too. It was also fun because I kind of went to bed in a sort of creative fugue state. And Charlie, stop eating hair off the floor. Hold on. Charlie, stop that. This fucking guy. When he gets frustrated when we're not paying attention to him, he starts eating hair off the floor. Here we go. Are we ready? If you have a photosensitivity, you should look away. This is one of those games that has a photosensitivity warning at the front, but after I played it a few times, I was like, nah, that's no bullshit. That's like... I even kind of feel it in the back of my head a little bit sometimes when this game's going on. When it's really going, there's been a couple times where I'm like, I can understand how this gives someone a seizure. But, you know, right now we're getting a reasonable number of monsters. Although you can see, even though we didn't look at the final body count last time, 978 monsters killed so far. The body counts at the end of these runs are just ridiculous. You kill like at the end you're just killing more than one monster per second. Like if you get to a run that lasts 20 or get to the 30-minute mark, it just gets so bonkers. Let's take a luck increase. Right? Yeah. Wayward Weasel says, might be like flu light or something, diet flu, and hell yeah, love versus, gonna lie in bed all sweaty in my fever. Listen the hell out of that new episode ASAP. Hell yeah, thank you. And if you've missed any of the previous episodes, please go back and catch up on them. I think ever since, you know, not to talk too much about how the sausage is made, but I feel like after our little hiatus in the summer, I came back with a lot of juice, and I think the episodes thereafter really increased in quality, especially with regard to the soundscaping, which I've been having a lot of fun doing on stream when I can manage to get my act together enough to where I'm not soundscaping it at 2:30 in the morning, you know, the night the episode's supposed to come out. If I can actually have it prepared early enough, I've been doing some soundscaping work live on the stream, which has been a lot of fun. And I hope to do more of that soon. I'm going to stop yammering for just a minute and try to get the hell away from these monsters, because I kind of have to focus a little bit. They're getting a little wild. Looks like Carl's Bad Speed is live. Kellen, Godspeed to you and good speed. I will raid you with whoever is watching my channel whenever we're done with this run of Vampire Survivor. So anywhere in the next... That's the great part about this game, too, is you know exactly what you're getting in for. Anywhere in the next 1 to 22 minutes. Because it will only last 22 minutes. That is the maximum amount of time this run can last. But that sucks, Wayward Weasel. I'm glad it's not the Rona, but flu light also sucks. And also it's just like, I got like a normal cold recently. Or not recently, but a while back. Angie and I just kind of had a cold for a day or two. And I was like, right, this can happen too sometimes. There are also less severe forms of illness that you can't be so prepared for. Let's do a cooldown bonus. That'll be our last passive skill. And from here on out, we're just upgrading what we got. So this is our build. Alright, I'm ripping through these guys pretty handily. I'm gonna collect this XP here. See, that's what that little attractor bonus that doesn't seem too sexy. Once you really start leveling it up, it really helps collect all this rogue XP that's around, because you're killing people and you're generating XP, but you have to go back and pick it up, and sometimes the monsters are swarming so prolifically, let's say, that it's tough to go back there and get the XP. Let's get another projectile on our wand. Or a 10%, a straight 10% damage increase, actually. Sounds like better than that. Calling audible. I see a red gem down there, which is worth a ton of XP, so I'm going to try to make my way around east. Come on, baby. Num 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 num. That didn't bump me up nearly as much as I thought it should. Wayward Weasel, I'm sorry there was no money pit to keep you entertained while you were sick last night. That's on Holden McNeely. Holden said, I got to deal with family shit, bro. I said, get him on the stream, man. And then I think he's on tour again. Although the tour's in California, right? I don't know what's going to happen with Money Pit in the next few weeks. I could really use a Money Pit win. We really drained our savings on poor Sam the cat. But that's what the Manhattan prices at the emergency vet will do for you. But the other thing is you're getting, like, you know, some really good veterinary care, as it turns out. So, I don't know. Would I be happier with money in my account if Sam was not alive? I don't think that's the case, so we're just happy he's around. I keep reminding myself that one day there will not be a bill to pay, and no amount of money will fix the problem, and I'm trying to keep myself focused on that, because that is definitely the case, and, you know, this guy's getting old. Not to be a bummer, but just trying to be realistic about it lately. We're just so happy he's still around. He blew my mind. He couldn't even move his front paws or his head or his neck when he came home. And then one morning, I'm sitting there, I'm sleeping on the couch with him because he couldn't move, and he'd like I said, he was having his little dreams. He was kind of launching himself out of his bed every few minutes, so I'd have to wake up every 30 minutes or so and put him back in bed. And I was sleeping on the couch next to him, and then one day I woke up and I didn't have my glasses on and it was dark, and all of a sudden I saw this like creature just kind of skittering along the floor with its butt all high in the air and its head low, and it was just blurry. And I was like, yeah, I can see how trail cams, I can see how they look like cryptids sometimes. Maybe it's just a fucked up animal that had a stroke out in the wild. It's just being caught on a trail cam. Charlie, stop! He's literally licking the floor. It's because I'm not paying attention to him. So yeah, meanwhile, Sam the cat's sick, and Charlie's not getting enough attention. Poor Charlie. But anyway, like I was saying, Sam started moving in a very strange fashion when he started moving again. And I was calling him the Uptown Cryptid. But now he's moving kind of normal. He's still a little stiff in his back legs, but he's kind of putting one paw in front of the other. He's still a little lurchy sometimes, but man, he could not move when he came home. He literally had to be held up and spoon-fed, and now he's just moving around again. It really blows our minds. He has a will to live, man. We're here to facilitate that for him. Kind of had to be a full-time cat nurse there for a hot minute, which was eye-opening and instructive. I feel like I learned some things about myself as a person in doing that, and being sleep-deprived, and literally waking up like I had an infant every 30 minutes or so to change him, or settle him, or tend to his needs. But also it was really sweet a lot of times. When he couldn't move, we had to do this physical therapy with him, where we just bent all of his joints because he wasn't moving his front arms or legs, so we had to do that for him. And there was just a lot of like sweet little moments where like it was like a little massage for him. He really loved his physical therapy, where he was like falling asleep while I was doing it to him. And I don't know, I guess my point is we were just really happy to have the opportunity to care for him in that way. Die! Not to take away from the seriousness of the situation. When you pick up one of those crosses, it kills everything on the screen. I don't know if it's going to be enough. I'm getting caught on a tree here. Sitting here getting choked up talking about my cat and getting killed by a bunch of upright canines. I won't call them werewolves. I don't know if they turn into humans, but they are bipedal canines. I'm trying to be politically correct here. But yeah. Not to get too sincere on the stream, but we were very happy to have Sam the cat around this Christmas. Alright, I'm dead. I've got one revive. After that, we're raiding Carly and Kellen. Here we go. Alright, Chicky, we're back in the game. Just gotta get away from that big lump of enemies. I said I was gonna try to unlock that character too, and I'm definitely walking in the wrong direction. Although I'm back a little bit into that portion of the game where you can't. It's harder to control the direction in which you walk sometimes. Sometimes you're just getting herded by these monsters. Alright, we're back. We're back at it. That arrow with the weird little rune on it in the top right corner is what we're walking towards there. I think it's an unlockable character. I think that's what that means. Some of the characters are very charming in this. Like I said, there's a dog. There's a little witch who has a cat, and I wish she was better. She has a unique power, which is a little cat that shows up and does damage to your enemies, but I think she's one of the worst characters, unfortunately. Oh boy. These monsters are not making it easy. Taking some damage here. I don't know. I don't think we're strong enough yet. We're not strong enough, folks. We're going to get overwhelmed. But that's okay, because Kellen and Carly are talking about movies with Ed anyway, and I'm sure you all would rather be hanging out with them, and I gotta go eat a pot of reheated stew anyway. That's what I got on the docket for the rest of the evening. Eating stew. But you always fight until your last breath. That's the moral of the story. No matter which pixel indie game you're playing, you gotta fight until you can't fight anymore. Until it says game over. Oh boy. Oh boy, pardon me, excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. Sorry, upright canine. Bipedal. Oh boy, I got stuck on the trees. That was it. That was game over. Alright, well, you know, you live and you learn, right? Sometimes, what do we say? Sometimes, this, I don't remember. Sometimes you kill the skeletons, sometimes the skeletons kill you. What can I use here as my lobby? We started an FTL, so we'll end an FTL. Well, yeah, that was F in the chat. Thank you, Wayward Weasel. That's just the name of the game. Vampire Survivors, you die when you win anyway, so how disappointed can you be with dying? Anyway, Wayward Weasel, thank you for hanging out on the stream. I hope you feel better soon. Punch Ass Pilot, if you're still out there, thanks for being in the chat. Anyone who's out there who is not chatting, thanks for being in the room watching us play games. I hope to be able to stream more now that Sam the Cat is feeling better, so hit that follow button if you're out there. And you don't follow me, so you see me when I go online. Follow me on Twitter as long as that is still alive at the letter L, the number 200, and then the letters STERL 200ster. That's pretty much me everywhere online. And then go to versuspod.com and listen to some verses. 38 episodes as of this morning, folks. 38. 38. We're recording some this weekend, which is great because we're done with holidays. Nobody's sick anymore. Well, hopefully not. I think John and Malachi aren't sick. Last I checked, they weren't. Thank you, Wayward Weasel. Thank you, John Boy, for throwing up those original Colonius Funk emotes. Have a good night to all of you, and we will begin this raid sequence on Carl's Bad Speed. We will begin the raid now. So thank you again to that cat. Yeah, all cats. Sam has physical health problems. Charlie has mental health problems, if I'm being quite honest. So, you know, he needs help too. Raiden, I think we raided. Did we raid? Is it over? No, we're not in there. You're already raiding Carl's Bad Speed. Sometimes these raids are really weird. I don't know how to make it go. How do I make it go? Hey, you know, that's technology. Hey, go to twitch.tv/Carl'sBadSpeed and watch Kellen and Carly and Eddie Tunes talk movies. I can't make it work. I'm too much of a noob. But love to you all. Thank you for all the love for Sam the Cat and being on the stream. Catch you next time.